Well, this is an awkward family reunion. Up, Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Detective Conan chapter 1041. So, last time I covered this manga, I did a double chapter live reaction, and we got the start of a new challenge, and it's basically a competition between Heiji and Kudo, which is really interesting to solve this mystery as a whole. They figured out the cipher, figured out where they were going to go, but yeah, the eldest of these brothers was murdered. So let's get to this chapter and see what happens next. And chapter 1041 is titled Brothers Reuniting After 30 Years. What the detectives have their eyes on were the eyeglasses. Judging from the situation, looks like there's no doubt that he fell to his death. Yes, the deceased is 42-year-old Hamana Benzo-san, a buyer at a department store. It seems he fell down from up there. Yes, though we still don't know the cause, whether it be accident or suicide. A corpse at the location indicated by the cipher. Idiot, look more closely. This was clearly murder. What? See the metal frame glasses that slipped off that man's head? Even if they were knocked out of position due to the impact of the fall, isn't it strange that the right hand lens is cracked, but there are no wounds at all on the right side of his face? If that's true, then that means, for some reason, the culprit intentionally put the glasses that had slipped off after the fall back on the victim's face, right? You're right. That's it, right, Shinichi-chan? Oh, so he's on the phone with Kudo-kan. But why were the glasses... Camera was being done for a second. Okay, so he's on the phone with Kudo-kan, but why were the glasses? I don't know whether it was because something happened before the glasses had slipped off, or that they were returned because it seemed too cruel to leave him off. One thing, that's for sure. These three supposed brothers of the murder victim, there's no doubt the culprit is one of them. I understand that when Hattori-kun and the others arrived, those three were already here, but why were you guys here? The ciphers. Their mother worked as a housekeeper at a mansion before she passed away. She secreted away the treasure that was bestowed upon her by her master, and to engineer it such that the brothers reached the location together, she crafted a code and distributed. Oh my God, words like shit. She crafted a code and distributed one part to each of them. So this place is supposedly So this place is supposed to be where the treasure was hidden. That's right. But after the four brothers finished exchanging each other's ciphers, it seems that suddenly no one was able to get in contact with the eldest brother, Benzo-san. They were worried that he'd already solved the cipher and traveled to the treasure's location, only to become embroiled in trouble of some sort. Our Uka household, with whom the master is connected, was requested to solve the code, and so I asked my high school detective acquaintances, Heiji-kun and Kudo-kan, for help. So we solved the code, came here, but those three were already here, and the corpse lay there at their feet. All three of them said that they got a message from the deceased eldest brother telling them to come here, so it should be reasonable to assume that the first one who got called here was the one who pushed it, the eldest brother to his death. Come to think of it, the port officer who guided us here also said something. After a bearded man came here, another man also arrived. Yeah, and afterward he said two men arrived, one after the other. So which one of you arrived first? That's... Look, even if I was the first to arrive here, Big Bro was already like that when I found him as dead as a doornail. And that's Kashiwagi Saguru, age 39, bank employee's second son. Hey, back me up here. How should I know? The only thing I can say is when I arrived, this guy was already here and Bro was already dead, that's all. And that's Kanata Katsunobu, age 38, motorcycle store employee, third son. And then since I arrived after these people, Genius Saisuke, age 36, part-timer, fourth son. I could be cleared, right? It's not always like that, you know, huh? If the culprit knew that Benzo-san, the eldest son, had sent the messages to his brothers telling him to come here before he got killed, it's possible that culprit hid somewhere. Then, after someone else had arrived, pretended that they had only just arrived themselves due to the message. Oh, I see. Conan-kun, you're amazing. No, it's like that, right, Shinichi-chan? Kudo, you're a pain in my... But for brothers, you're being quite distant to each other. Saying things like this guy or the like, that's only to be expected. We were put up for adoption 30 years ago, and we've not seen each other since then. It's basically like our first time meeting each other. Now that you mention it, you don't look very much alike, do you? Are you three really brothers? Yeah. There could be a stranger among you pretending to be one of the brothers for the sake of the treasure, you know? If you need a photograph as proof, I have it here. Have a look. See? All of them have the same photo, huh? Plus, it's from when they were still super small. How do we know that you're the ones in the photo? You can say that, but there are no other photos. It was 30 years ago, after all. Oh, right. Mr. Detective, is there a burn mark on the corpse's hand? Burn mark? Oh, the palm of his right hand. There's a burn mark with a strange pattern. If you're real brothers, then you'd have a, if you're real brothers, then you'd have a burn mark that looks just like that. Would you be so kind as to show us? Oh, okay. And there it is. Oh, those burn marks, could it be? Jinky Sukan's pot. At the mansion where Mom, before we got adopted when we were little kids, we were invited to eat, Jinky Sukan at the mansion where Mom worked as a housekeeper. I still remember the taste of the lamb's meat, even to, this day. Then during the cleaning up after meals, someone freaking toppled over the pot. It looked like Mom was burned so badly, it looked like Mom was going to get badly burned, so without thinking I stuck out my hand and this happened. Well, we were lucky it wasn't worse. After all, the pot was quite heavy and long. Yeah, moreover, that day we got grilled, we grilled a ton of meat. Right. I think it's a good thing we were able to catch it since it was so hot. Speaking of Jingisukan, it appears that there was a paper bag with a Jingisukan pot inside. Where it is thought that the victim was pushed off from up there. I wonder if he was thinking to call his brothers together to have Jingisukan. This case is a real enigma. If we at least knew which order they arrived in, it'd be a start. I agree. Then how about asking the person who guided us here? What? The order in which I showed these people the way to warehouse number 4? I remember that the bearded man arrived first, but not sure about the other 3. Is that so? If that's all, may I be permitted to leave? It's going to be pretty busy today, so I've got a lot to sort out. Is there something happening? It's a once-a-year event, a social media jackpot day. What's that? I need details. Miss Momochi. Something disturbing has come to light. Firstly, a lovely spot that can only be enjoyed once a year. Today at this port? How wonderful! According to the information that I've gathered, it would appear that Hattori-sama had been hoping for a chance to confess at a scenic spot. If Hattori-sama successfully squared a win from Kudo-sama in this deduction contest, I'm afraid that he would get caught up in his victory and confess to Kazuha-sama on the spot while still oblivious of Miss Momochi's charms. So fucking true. It would happen. Then we'd have to do something about it. Alright, I got some good info. I need to make Kudo-kan win at all costs. It's already 5 p.m., so why is it so hot? I brought some water along. Want some? Yeah, thanks. If we don't know the order in which the 3 suspects came here, we may as well throw our hands up, huh? Yes, and it's still unclear why the victim suddenly became unreachable. Oh, about that, he messaged us that he'd lost his phone during a work trip abroad and only managed to find it at the airport when he finally returned. He said he was surprised to find so many messages from us in the message history during the time he lost his phone. But I don't know the reason he called us here today. So the reason, so the 3 of you message Benzo-san quite often? Yeah, not just messages, we also exchange gifts. Recently I received a leather wrist watch that he'd been quite fond of. He said he didn't use it anymore. He gave me a leather jacket, even though it was a vintage one that's quite hard to find. In return I sent him chocolates and nuts that he liked when he was a kid. But I was surprised when they got sent back to me. That happened to me too. He used to like crab, so I sent him some canned crab, but for some reason it got sent back. Huh? What? Just now there was something. What was it? Hey, Conan-kan, huh? You've relayed everything about the case up until now to Kudo-kan, right? Yeah. In that case, Ariori here would be glad to offer his assistance. How about it? It's all right. That's what Shinichi-chan said. Momochi looks like she's backing Kudo-kan. Hey, G, keep fighting. All right. After I win against Kudo on the heels of that, while at this lovely spot, I shall confess to Kazuha. Yeah, we knew it. What's this? I'm getting nothing but bad feelings here. Speaking of crabs, Big Brother often sent me crab-flavored rice crackers. He said I should try them out. Then it wasn't that he came to dislike crab, huh? Rice crackers? What's wrong, Kita-kun? Is it itchy? Yep. It suddenly started when I ate these rice crackers. Oh my god, this is one I love writing. Like, little details like this, how it's tied into the story. It's just fucking awesome. It's a normal shrimp-flavored rice cracker, though. Kojima-kun, does it itch when you touch shrimps or crab? Yeah. Then since we can suspect you have a shellfish allergy, Kojima-kun, you mustn't eat any more of those rice crackers. An allergy. So that's how it is. That's why the culprit couldn't help but do that. Looks like Hattori hasn't figured it out yet, and since Rand is rooting for me, I'll go ahead and solve this case before Hattori does. What will happen? Competition, truth, confession, next chapter, the resolution. So next week we get the resolution, and it's going to be very interesting to see which one of these brothers did it, because we haven't gotten that much information. We really haven't. And oh my god, if Heiji wins, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, because we'll finally get that confession to Kazuha. But very curious what you guys think. Who do you guys think did it? Do you like how how the key clue ties back to something that was at the beginning of this arc? I fucking love when that shit happens. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Against Ink. If you love what I'm doing, I want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Detective Conan content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.